Hello, everybody, and welcome back to school. I hope you all had a fantastic spring break. I know I did. And now we're back and we're ready to do the final push before our big assessments of the year. As you know, we're looking forward to that ACT Aspire and then also our MAP uh, exams. And so we want to make sure you guys are ready and prepared. So I had a few people ask me last week, why exactly are we doing this exact path during advisory? And I wanted to give you some hard truths. And I may shared this in the video last week, but it sounds like there were some problems with the video. So I wanted to make sure everyone was able to hear this week. The main reason why we are focusing on exact path during advisory is honestly our test scores. During the beginning of this year, Bentonville West was scored as a B instead of an A. And one of our largest measurements of our school is how our students score on the ACT Aspire and the ACT. And our scores went down. They went down quite a bit. We also look at our MAP scores, and those give us an idea of how students will score on the ACT Aspire. And what those MAP scores that you guys took in the fall and in the winter showed us was that you weren't quite learning what you needed to learn. So our teachers are working hard. I know you guys are working hard, and what we want to do is give you a little extra practice, because what your MAP scores and what your test scores last year told us was that you have some missing pieces of understanding that we need to help you get. And so we looked for a program that would help you learn this information and be able to get ahead and then be able to score well. So, what happens if you already knew the information and maybe you didn't try as hard on that MAP test? Well, now you're stuck having to do some lessons that maybe you wouldn't have had to do otherwise. So we ask you now, just like we would last year, try as hard as you can on these tests, because this doesn't go away. Next year, we'll be doing the same thing. And so what we're really wanting students to do is to try their best the first time so that we really know where you are. So use this time between now and through the next 3 weeks to really work as hard as you can to get as many trophies as possible, to learn as much as you can, to really score well on that ACT Aspire and on that MAP test. That's what we need you guys to do. We're here to help. Your teachers are here to help. That's why they're pulling you in to these advisory classes while you're doing some RTI. We want to help you be better. And you might say, but this test doesn't mean anything to me. Well, it does. Some of the way that we place students is based on some test scores. Not a lot, but if you are significantly lower, it makes us concerned and makes us see, do we need to put you in an extra class that gives you support? But secondly, kind of the other piece that we don't always think about is the way that our school is rated impacts things like your property values. It impacts if people want to move here. It impacts things on a bigger scale. And so we know we are absolutely able to be an A school. There is no reason why we can't be. And we just need to push us a little bit more. And our test scores are the best way to do it. Also, coming to class also helps us get higher on that evaluation. Our attendance as a school impacts if we're an A or B school too. So come to school, pass your classes, and do well on these tests. That's the way that we all can get better, and that's the way that we can all help Bentonville West be the strongest school that it could possibly be. So those are the reasons why we're doing this. If you still have questions, feel free to stop by my office. I'd love to explain it to you more. And to hear your feedback as well. I always want to know how things are going. If you guys remember, we set those scores and those goals for that MAP test right there during when everybody else took the ACT. So I'm going to send those back out to your teachers here at the end of this week, so you can start thinking about those as you're looking for the MAP assessment to be taken here in a little bit. But let's get to the fun part. Which advisory classes are leading this week? Well, I had to choose one more than normal just because it was so close. So for our ninth grade advisory classes and our 10th grade, I combined them all together in this list, and they are. So Corey Thomas, Steve Ward, Jessica Resnicek, Virginia Rame, Derek Koenig, Jessica Skordal, and Rebecca Frierini. Look at what you guys are doing. Your classes are fantastic. Now we can only choose 6. So in the next few weeks, feel free to knock out a few other people by encouraging your students to get more trophies and really help the students move themselves along and get prepared. Teachers, as you know, everybody has access to ExactPath, even in your regular classes. And I'm going to make a separate video and send those to you if you want me to show you how you can look to see how your students are performing. And that way you can tell if you can assign a particular student a lesson if you feel like they need even more help. And the next thing is, let's talk about who are our outstanding 9th grade student and our outstanding 10th grade student that's going to get a $10 Sonic gift card. And that is 9th grader. Our Sonic winner is Caitlin Brewer. Nice job, Caitlin. Very, very good. You've earned a whole lot of trophies and you have worked really hard. Very good work. Thank you so much. And our 10th grade winner is Cooper Redmond. Good job, Cooper. There is a P there. It just, my background is a little bit above it. I will deliver those here in just a bit. You guys give it the best that you can this week. And let's see how many trophies you can earn. Let's see how many things you can learn before now in the ACT Aspire. Have a great week. I'll see you next week.